The deals on smart home tech around this time of year are seldom exciting anymore, but there are still some discounts out there on tech that could help you automate the boring stuff. Welcome back to SlackerLabs. My name is Jeff. The Black Friday deals have become, well, not all that impressive, mainly thanks to Amazon trying to make those discounts look more impressive by using MSRP instead of recent sale price, which makes it hard to know if you're getting a really good deal unless you do a lot of research. So instead of doing a video about the best deals out there on smart home tech, I decided I would rather highlight current pricing on smart home tech that I use every day. All of the devices I'm about to mention in this video can be used locally with Home Assistant. And to be clear, this video is not sponsored. The companies I'm about to mention didn't ask to be part of a Black Friday video, and they don't even know that I'm making this video. As always, there's affiliate links in the description of this video in case you see something you like and you want to help support the SlackerLabs channel. Okay, first up, SwitchBot. Honestly, until recently, SwitchBot hasn't been a major player in my smart home. But as you know, Home Assistant recently updated their Bluetooth integration so that the SwitchBot devices could be added directly to Home Assistant locally. This means that as soon as you power those devices on, Home Assistant sees them and you can add them to your smart home. And since then, I may have gone a bit crazy. There are some discounts out there for SwitchBot products for Cyber Monday, but there's also a discount code that you can use that gets you 30% off. But it's only good until November 29th, so act fast. I've used some of the SwitchBot plugs to automate things like my son's Christmas tree, and you can get a 4-pack of them right now for around $29, which I think is a pretty good deal. And the SwitchBot motion sensor is pretty good in some scenarios, especially since it can be triggered every 30 seconds and it stays on as long as motion is detected. Currently, they're about $29 a piece. And of course, there's the SwitchBot Curtain Bot, which is currently around $89 for each robot and can help make your dumb curtains smarter. And I know Bluetooth isn't really a protocol most people think of when they start automating their homes, but so far the SwitchBot devices have been really reliable in my smart home. Another company I really like is Third Reality. Third Reality recently joined the Works with Home Assistant program, and their devices are Zigbee. One of the things that I think makes their lineup unique is that their sensors use standard batteries like AA and AAA instead of all of those small specialized batteries. It does make their devices a bit bigger, but I think that's a small price to pay for not having to keep a library of specialized batteries on hand. Also, their current pricing is less than what I spent when I bought a lot of these devices. For example, I'm using their contact sensors on all of my exterior doors, and right now you can pick up each one of those contact sensors for $14. I paid $20 for some of mine. I'm not exactly sure how good of a deal it is for their blinds right now, but I do know they're offering a discount and they work really well, and they have local controls on the blinds themselves, which makes them guest friendly. And if you've seen some of my recent videos, you know that I've used their motion sensors in some of my projects. You can pick these up for $14 a piece as well. And they also have some Zigbee smart plugs, and you can pick up a 4-pack for $30, which again is a pretty good price for 4 smart plugs. All of their devices work well with both ZHA and Zigbee to MQTT, so if you're in need of Zigbee devices for your Home Assistant setup, check out Third Reality's lineup. Another company that gets a lot of use in my smart home is Aqara. Aqara's lineup is also Zigbee based, and it works well with ZHA and Zigbee to MQTT. Their sensors are pretty small, which is perfect for any scenario that requires discrete placement of these sensors. But they achieve that size by using those specialized batteries that we just talked about are not always fun to keep on hand. So that is one drawback of the Aqara lineup. I do really like their P1 motion sensor though, because it is extremely configurable. I'm currently using one in my living room to automate my lights in there, and the distance across the room is about 30 feet. And it doesn't matter which side of the room you walk across, that motion sensor always picks you up. The P1 motion sensor is currently $19 as of this video, and I think I paid around $25 for each one of mine. Their contact sensors are pretty tiny, and they're also really reliable. Right now, they're $13 a piece, and when I went back and looked at my order history, I paid $19. And I've used quite a bit of their temp and humidity sensors scattered around the house. These were $20 when I bought them, so I think $15.99 is a pretty good deal. And even though they use those specialized batteries, I haven't had to replace any of my batteries in those devices yet, and some of them have been running for 8 months. So if you're an Aqara fan, check out their current prices and you might find something you need. And lastly, First Alert smoke detectors. If you're running Z-Wave and you're in need of some smoke detectors, these First Alert smoke and carbon monoxide detectors are pretty good. The current price on them on Amazon is $27. For each one I've added to my house, I paid $39. They easily pair with Z-Wave JS, and you can write automations that trigger based on smoke and carbon monoxide detection. These are battery powered. I don't think there's a hardwired version of them, but they're easy to set up and they last a long time on their batteries. And that's it for this video. I hesitate to say that any of these are best deals or must-have devices. You have a better understanding of what you need in your smart home. But if any of these devices fit a need, then check out their current prices, because they're definitely cheaper right now than when I bought them. And if you get a chance, use that SwitchBot code for 30% off. But act fast because it ends on November 29th. Anyway, all that's left to say is, now it's time to go automate the boring stuff.